Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to be doing Frozen Frenzy here on the 80% guide, and I'd just like to point out that World 6 is the longest world in the run. We don't use any of the secret exits because they're literally a detour. They would just make the run longer. We're going straight from 6-7 to 6-8 to Frederick. He's coming up very soon. So here we go, Frozen Frenzy. I love this stage because it's decently paced, pretty fast, pretty exciting, awesome music, and pretty satisfying tricks to pull off. Starting off at the very beginning, you want to make sure you're very careful. Don't get poked. You are not allowed to take damage on this stage. You have one moment where you're damage boosting, and it's all the way at the end. Shoutouts to Natsanubi for puzzle piece. So I had to learn this stage a couple times through, change what I've done, and a lot of the route changes that I've made to this stage have made it faster and more satisfying to get through. Oop! Careful, be very careful. Okay, a little bit of a tricky jump there. Nice. Okay. That was the one damage boost you take, and I very luckily did not have to Kong Pow. You can Kong Pow in this stage to refill your hearts because you are using Dixie. See you later, Dixie. But it does cost you 3 seconds to Kong Pow, so you'd rather not if you have to, but at least it's the backup strat that we can use. So, Frozen Factory, please have Dixie. Please have Dixie. Don't lose her, because dying partway through the stage, you don't get another buddy barrel, and going through Frozen Factory solo DK is like literally one of the worst things you can do to yourself. You don't know how to deal with the stage for the most part. I actually went back and practiced the stage several times solo Donkey Kong. In case of anything going on in a run, I don't want the run to die. I want to at least still have the option to go back and finish the stage just because I died. I didn't want to let that, you know, be the end of my run. So, going back in there, this stage, when we used to do shopping strats, we would go and pick up a golden juice for this stage, and the reason why was because when you go through the stage, you wanted to make sure you did not take any damage with Dixie. Again, at the very beginning, you're jumping over the first stick poker. You can bounce off the second one if you want to. Just make sure that you're not being poked by either one of them. You notice in the top left, that yellow bar that's full, that's actually the Kong Pow meter. And I mentioned this at the beginning of this guide series, but you can Kong Pow. It is something that you can do to refill your hearts, and that only works with Dixie. Diddy grants you extra balloons, Cranky grants you tokens, and Dixie grants you extra hearts. And this affects all the enemies on the screen. So you want to make sure that there are two spots that you would basically be doing this. There are a bunch of enemies on the screen. I would not do a Kong Pow at the beginning, although you could and you would get 2 hearts in theory. You would rather practice and go through as far as you can without having to Kong Pow. Only Kong Pow when necessary. You need to slap this to trigger the barrel that shoots you into the background. Grab this vine. And then what I like to do to make sure that I actually don't like spend a lot of time going back and forth is like I run into this wall and then I can turn around without having to like slip back and forth a lot. This way I'm facing left no matter what. Turn around, roll, slap, slap, slap. Because we have to wait on that gate, I like to just come back here and grab that puzzle piece right there. When I first started watching this, watching runs of this game, I didn't even notice that there was like a swag little puzzle piece right there. It's so easy to grab. And Natsanubi showed me that one, so shoutouts to him for being awesome. You want to make sure that when you land on that platform, be careful. Cranky's going to be on cycle. Don't grab Cranky, so just roll straight off that platform. Do a nice deep jump, and then you will have to flutter just a little bit. Make sure you don't jump too high so you don't accidentally land on that platform up there because it is electrified as you pass by it. Now for this next trick, these are small little bops that Goldfish showed me. I was watching his runs, and he does these little bops that make the run just a little bit faster. You're going to roll straight off this platform and do a reactive bounce off the walnut. Just like that, and then a little flutter. Again, you want to grab these vines very carefully. You want to be moving quickly throughout this stage. These platforms are getting electrified as you get through them, so don't jump too soon and land on this and then take a damage of heart. You want to make sure that you don't get damaged. Now this section I used to do it slightly differently, but I was watching Ghoul02 and I saw how he was doing the stage. I was like, hey, that's faster than what I do, because what I used to do involves some waiting. So what you're going to do is you're going to do a deep roll jump and then land on this platform. Landing on the first platform, it's like a strong instinct to just like jump on everything you see. But you can actually roll deep and then jump on this one, and then roll deep again, and you'll bounce off of this enemy. And that is non-stop, no waiting, no shenanigans. Roll over here, jump. Now what you want to do for this section is you don't want to hold grab immediately. Again, this is one of those moments where holding grab too soon, you'll slow down. So just press grab as you get onto this next vine, and then from here on out you can hold grab. It's fine. But make sure you're jumping very quickly, because as you can see, we're trying to beat an electricity cycle. Jump, jump, jump. And then you'll bounce off this dude. Now it is possible as you roll underneath here to land up there. If you jump earlier, don't jump as deep, you'll be able to land on there. You won't have to flutter. However, if you jump too soon, you'll get hit by that electrified wall that's passing by. So weigh your options very carefully. Jump, jump. Make sure that you're jumping over the first dick poker, and then roll through this enemy. Jump again, jump again. Here's a pretty tricky jump. I like to make sure at some point I have safely threw in my grab there. You can always hold grab while you are rolling, and it won't make you whiff or screw you up in any way. But you can also clear this jump without it. It's just the flutter that's a little more worrisome. What you're trying to do is you're trying to land on top of this Hoots and do a reactive bounce off of him. This is only possible with Dixie and Cranky, but I'll get back to that later. You want to make sure that you're bouncing off of this Hoots with Dixie, and then you're doing a flutter to land on this platform. Bounce, that again was a bounce by Michael Goldfish. Very carefully jump over this. Go, 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 go. Roll, jump. Roll, jump, roll, jump. Flutter a little bit, grab the second vine, roll in between. Now if you took damage, this is where you would like to do your other Kong Pow. So right here. Nice, 3 enemies on screen. Just refill your hearts. A big roll jump. Make sure you're not holding grab there so you don't accidentally grab the grassy ceiling. Now on this section you can either bounce off of the dick poker or right behind him. But try not to plow right into him like that. And then you're pretty much done with the stage. So I will do it once more under time attack, and then I will show off something very, very special, because one of our runners was absolutely insane. I'm just going to default it to Dixie real quick. The intro with solo Donkey Kong is it's a little more annoying than anything. You just don't want to get poked. Just because I can. Uh-oh. Well. Woo! I didn't grab the barrel! Okay, well, let's try that again. Also, as annoying as it is on time attack, thankfully, if you should die there after having done all of this, you don't have to go through all these gongs and stuff in the background. As I was saying, don't bonk into this thing. Okay. Deep. Here we go. Oops. That was... Oh god. Am I gonna make this? No, I don't want to risk that. That really sucks, but I do not want to lose Dixie. And in time attack, hey, you don't get the Kong Pow, so that really sucks for me. Guess I'll be showing off the other backup strat. Ah! Darn it. Okay, so, solo DK time. Tilt this one slightly left, roll jump. This sometimes happens in your run. Please, be very careful. This stage, oh man, this stage, everything can go wrong. Big roll jump. Okay, wait for this. Be very careful here. Everything gets electrified. Wait for a second. Okay. So, should anything go terribly wrong, solo DK, be very careful. That is, like, the goal there with solo DK. Just survive. Well, got it down right the first time through, so please study up on that one. Make sure you're getting through the stage without any problems. No Kong Pound necessary. And now, that was the stage with Dixie. And one day, we were like, someone make 6-7 a Cranky stage. And we're like, oh no, all these flutters you have to do, it's impossible. Well, it's not quite impossible. Lo and behold, Cruncha decided he was going to surprise us one day. One day we were just in Skype chilling and he was just like, everyone needs to go check out No Sukiya Y! Well, Cruncha pioneered these strats. Wow, Dan Schnee, congratulations, following up on Cruncha there. People are taking over. But yes, Cruncha did decide one day he was going to do Cranky strats for this stage. And God, it scared all of us. We were like, what's wrong with 6-7? We saw a top time. Finally, Cranky was top time. Not only does he this stage faster than Dixie, did it with enough time to screw around, too. No flood is necessary. How he routed this one day is beyond me. And that's what it looks like when you don't flutter, which is Cranky's only option there, because he can't flutter. I couldn't believe this. It blew my mind away when I was watching this the first time. I had to watch it again and again, because it was just like, really? This actually happened? He gets there so fast, he has to wait. And he still beats Dixie. But unfortunately, the old man must also go. Now, technically speaking, Cranky is on cycle in the actual stage, so it is possible to do this. No one's ever done it in a run, but it is possible to do this. So I hope that this guide for 6-7 has helped you out, and then next time, we're nearing the end of our adventure here for any percent. We're going to be going to Meltdown Mayhem, the last stage on the run before the boss, and it's our last chance to see the dreaded Rambi. See you next time.